Okay, the lesson is now being recorded. So our topic for today is about the diode as rectifier, no? So rectifier ang ating ano. One of the function of the diode is to rectify. When we say rectify, another word for rectification is converting AC or alternating current, no, to DC from AC to pulsating DC. Okay, pulsating. Ano bang ibig sabihin ng pulsating, guys, no? From the source, 'di ba? Meron tayong transformer. Now, this is an A alternating current. This is a step down. This is still an AC. So, kinakailangan mo ng rectifier. Yun yung pag-aaralan natin. Now, pulsating is like this one. Hindi pa siya yung talagang pure, no? So, this is the pulsating DC. So, that's why we need to discuss, no? Yung tinatawag natin na rectifier. Okay? So, now, as we continue, this is one of the rectified signal. So imagine this, guys, no? This is the 120 volt, 60 hertz, no? So this is the AC. Now, kapag dumating ka sa rectifier, dalawa yung klase natin. Pwede nating half wave o full wave. No, this is an example of half wave. Kasi yung negative o yung isang part is not maximized or hindi na utilized. Unlike for the full wave, na even the other half is still utilized. Kaya pag-aaralan natin yung dalawang klase ng rectifier, yung tinatawag na half wave, saka yung tinatawag natin na full wave. So I think we can we can have a demo multi-sim. Pakita ko lang sa inyo yung circuit ng isang multi-sim. Ito ay maganda to na makita nyo, no? While demonstrating yung ibig sabihin ng multi-sim ng ating half-wave rectifier. Okay. So, i-drawing ko muna dito, no, sa part na ito, yung half-wave rectifier. Let's say ito yung source na, let's say 120 volt, 50 hertz. Halimbawa lang yan, no, negative. Now, kapag ikaw ay gagamit ng half wave, kasi ito na yung half wave rectifier. So, usually gagamit ka ng diode. Kasi ang half wave, guys, gumagamit ng one diode. Kaya ngayon, magkakaroon ka dito ng resistor. Ito na yung magiging pinaka-load resistor mo. Na ito yung sasalo dun sa load. Okay. So ito na yung load mo. Na yun ay kasunod, I think filter na yung sunod yan. No? Pero sige, for the sake of discussion, kung ang input mo is this one, what would be the output? Actually, dito papasok yung polarity o yung tinatawag na forward bias. So ito mag-aacto as a closed circuit. Dahil ang katumbas ito is a closed circuit. So, anong ibig sabihin yan? Kapag nag-loop tayo dito, kung ito ay yung RL mo, no, at pinapakuha sa iyo yung pinaka-output voltage, kung ano yung VL mo, yun din yung VO mo. No? Ngayon, ano ba yung VL mo? Usually, kung yan ay closed circuit, di kung ano yung iyong VI o yung VM mo. So, hindi yung magiging VI mo. So therefore, ito yung kanyang positive half. Okay? So ito yung at positive half. Now, at tinatawag naman natin na negative half, mas likely ang mangyari, mag-open circuit yan kasi negative na ito. Negative, ito 120, positive. Kaso ito, mag-open circuit. So kahit may load ka dyan, magiging VO mo 0 volt. Kaya therefore, magiging 0 to. And so on and so forth. Yan yung konsepto ng half-wave. Ngayon, let's try using multi-sim. Okay, so let's try multi-sim, simulate component. Punta tayo dun sa ating tinatawag na diode. Yung 1N4001 tayo. Ayan. So, okay. So, ilalagay ko yan dito. Tapos, maglalagay ako dito ng source. Place tayo ng component. And then, particularly, a source. So, I think sources. Pwede tayong kumuha ng AC power. O siguro sa function generator na lang. Kuha na lang tayo dito. Pwede naman tayo kumuha dito sa function gen later. Kuha na lang tayo ng resistor dito. Okay, resistor. Let's say, dito tayo sa resistor na 1,000 ohm. Ay, 1 kilo ohm. And then, we will be having to right-click counterclockwise, then construct. Okay. Ngayon, don't forget na maglagay ng tinatawag natin na ground. So, meron tayong ground. Ayan. So, may ground tayo dito. And then, pagkatapos, maglalagay tayo ng function gen. I think ito yung function gen. Okay. Pwede mo tong i-right click kung gusto mong i-flip yung sign, no? Para madali na lang mag-connect. Ayan, ito yung positive. Then, the negative. Okay, then we will be having yung yung para tayo nagko-configure ng totoong oscilloscope. Sa ground, syempre ilalagay natin dito. Now, for the one, ilalagay ko doon sa input signal para makita nyo yung itsura ng ating input signal. Ayan. Now, ito naman yung sa 2. Okay. So ngayon, iset natin yung frequency. I think that is one, sabi dito is ipagpalagay natin na 150, 50 to. Okay. Tapos ito ay, let's say 120. Okay, let's run. So ngayon, kapag titignan mo yung oscilloscope, let's try to, pilitin nyo lang tong auto set. So, ayan, no? Medyo bagalan lang natin yung ating or siguro babagalan ko lang yung frequency. Lagay lang, gawin lang natin para makita, 12. Tapos ito, mga 100. Ito, lagyan natin na 120. Yan. Palagyan lang natin ng pala, mga, let's say, sige, 12 volts. Auto set. Okay, makikita nyo dito guys, no? Yung half wave rectifier. Okay, so taasan ko lang ng konti. Okay, ito rin, no? Okay, so makikita nyo dito guys, yung rectified signal. Yung channel 2 is the half wave rectified. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, tama yung ating analysis. Ngayon, paano ko to mapapabaliktad? What is the orientation para mapabaliktad ko yung aking output? No? What will be the orientation? So, ang gagawin ko para bumalik yan, I will also try to uh, ano to, i-flip din, no? So, paano yun? Okay, pag i-flip ko ito, ikakat ko lang ito, tapos i-paste ko lang somewhere, tapos i-ano ko lang, or something like, rotate ko lang. Okay, so yan, no? Ngayon, kapag ginawa ko ito, guys, so, makikita nyo dito, kasi explain ko kung bakit nagkaganito, no? Okay, kapag dito mo siya kinonek, okay, and then we run. Okay, makikita nyo dito, guys, auto set. Ayan. So makikita nyo dito yung bumaba yung ano, no, 'di ba? Mapapansin nyo. Unlike dun sa ano, 'di ba? So mapapansin nyo dito, guys, no. Ito yung first channel is the input wave. Pero ito yung half wave rectified. Bumaliktad kasi ay reverse. So what is the explanation with that? Ang explanation diyan ganito, no? Let me draw, no? Kasi at positive up, at positive half. Ang katumbas kasi nito, kumbaga sa ano, at positive up, ito ay positive. Open switch. Kasi nga reverse. Negative to, positive to. So reverse. Okay, dahil ito ay open switch, ano bang kahulugan ng isang open switch? So most likely, yung ating magiging VO will be 0 volt. Kaya nagkaganyan. Kaya nagkaganyan yung output, no? So nakaganito. Now, at negative half, at negative half, ano man nangyari dahil ito yung negative, di ba? Kumbaga sa ano, negative to, ito positive. Tapos nakakonekta doon sa cathode. So ito nagiging close switch. Pero dahil ito nagkakaroon ng ano, negative VM, yan yung magiging VO mo. So therefore, bababa siya. And so on and so forth. Just like what we can see to the graph. And basically, that is what happening in a half wave rectifier circuit. So just interchange sa diode, nagkakaroon ka ng pagbabago ng ating output. No? So yun, no, that is the concept of the half wave rectifier. Okay? So I think we can continue. Okay, so let's continue. Yun ko lang ito. Clear lang natin. Yan. Okay, so I hope yan ay malinaw. No? Okay, now, as we continue, ito yung sinasabi ko, no, na rectifier. The role is to uh, convert AC to DC. Okay, now, although this will be discussed later, no, meron tayong tinatawag na mga filter, no, and as well as the regulated voltage that can be discussed later. Okay, but for the meantime, yun yung ating half wave rectifier. Now, these are the examples ng diode na ginagamit natin, no? Other components for rectification aside from the 1N4001. Okay? So may mga ganyang klase ng ng mga diodes, no? But the most popular one is the 1N4001. Okay, now let's have a deep dive. No, diode can be configured into two types. We have the half wave and full wave. Ito naman tayo, mag-discuss tayo. Sa full wave, ang naging problema sa half wave kasi we cannot compensate yung negative half o yung other half. No, nasasayang. No? So therefore, to fully compensate that 360 degrees of the input, kasi ito yung 360 degrees ng input. Now, ang problema sa half wave, no, kasi sa half wave, no, rectifier, okay, meron kang compensation na kasi ito lang. Then the rest flat 0 volt. So merong tinatawag na hindi natin ma-compensate. So kaya ngayon sa full wave ang mangyayari, the 360 degrees the input mo, you will still compensate even the negative up. Kaya ito yung magiging kanyang output. 'Di ba? It allows unidirectional current through the load during that entire 360 degrees of the input cycle. Whereas a half wave is only the one half of the cycle. And that yun yung kaibahan ng half wave sa full wave. Now, mag-discuss natin sa full wave rectifier. Anyway, this is the half wave rectifier as you can notice. The diode conducts during the positive half cycle. Just like what we have discussed kanina. And it does not conduct during the negative because ito kasi closed circuit. O bakit naging close? Kasi this is forward bias. Kapag forward bias, closed loop. Ibig sabihin, yung VL, o yan din yung VIN mo. Therefore, yan din yung magiging VO. Kaya kung ang input mo at the positive up is this one, and ito rin na magiging output mo dun sa makikita mong oscilloscope. Now, at the negative up, ang nangyayari kasi, nagiging open kapag negative up. No? Kaya kapag ginawa mo itong negative, positive, mag-o-open siya. So therefore, BO mo dito ay 0 volt. Kaya nagiging flat. No? So on and so forth. So ito naman, kapag dito ka nagkaroon ng close conduction, ito kasi still forward. Pero ang kaibahan nito, no, kung mapapansin nyo, pababa naman yan. Later, no? Ma-discuss natin. Or na-discuss na pala kanina. Okay, so another one. Oh, okay, this is very important din, no? Yung tinatawag na peak inverse voltage among the half wave rectifier. Ibig sabihin is equal to the peak input voltage. Yan yung peak inverse, no? Peak inverse o input voltage and it's the maximum voltage across the diode when it's not conducting, no? So, kinukuha yung ating tinatawag na half wave rectifier, no? Now, as you notice, mathematically, the peak output, if this is a silicon diode, the peak out, the voltage, no? At the peak, no? Anyway, ito yung yung tinatawag natin na voltage at the secondary. Okay, ito naman yung B out natin. Okay, BP minus 0.7, no? And ito naman, pag DC average value, yung BP divided by pi, di ba? But to determine the diode peak inverse, ang PIV mo kung ano yung makukuha mo sa peak voltage mo. So therefore, our peak voltage is the peak inverse voltage. So take note of this formula. So sana naiintindihan yung part na yan, no? Okay, so let's continue. A center tap naman, I think this is a center tap, a transformer that is used with two diodes that conduct on alternating half cycle. Okay, dalawang klase yung full wave. May tinatawag na center tap. Okay. And then we have the full bridge type or bridge type rectifier. Anong kaibahan? Itong center tap kasi gumagamit ng two diodes. while the full bridge type is 4. Half wave is 1. Ngayon, na-compensate yung problema sa half wave na even sa alternating half niya, nagko-conduct pa rin. But kinakailangan mo ng designated transformer for a center tap. And this is how do you connect two diodes, no? And this is positive positive. Okay, forward tong dalawa. Then we have a load here, no? Okay, so ibig sabihin at positive half, the upper diode is forward. Ito namang sa baba ay nagiging reverse, no? Now, during the negative half, ito naman yung mag-o-open, ito naman yung mag-o-close. Kaya nagko-conduct. Kaya tuloy-tuloy lang. Kasi during even the negative half or positive half, no? Nagkakaroon ng conduction, no? Yung upper and the lower diode, no? So yun yung konsepto ng center tap. Pero isa sa mga disadvantage, kinakailangan mo mag-designate ng central o center transformer for that particular problem. Kaya ako hindi ko masyadong na-advise. Pero mas ginagamit yung tinatawag na bridge type. Anyway, bago tayo tumungo sa bridge type, may tinatawag na PIB. Ang PIB, in a full wave rectifier, is by using the KVM around the green loop of the reverse bias diode. So dyan tayo nag-a-apply ng KVL. So nakikita nyo, no? From dun sa may load, no? So now, to determine the output, di ba alam naman natin, ang PIB dito is twice the BP, no? Plus 0.7 volt. Ito naman, twice of BP over pi. Kung yung isa naman is BP over pi, okay, then we have, what do you call this? Yun yung sa half wave rectifier. Anyway, this is an example of a center tap. Ito pala is a fuse. So saan ginagamit na fuse? For circuit protection. Na instead yung load, yung tawag ito, yung masira, because of the fuse, ito yung unang masisira, no? Anyway, this is the primary. This is the secondary. Ito yung two diodes. So set that up to. Ito yung load. Diyan natin ina-apply. And the output would become a, tawag dito, a full wave bridge type. So take note dun sa mga no, average value. No? Kinakailangan yung, kumbaga, tandaan yan. No? Okay, ito yung pinaka-popular, guys. The most popular and the most widely used is the bridge type rectifier. So, how do we consider the conduction path? Okay, kasi ganito yan guys eh. Dahil ito, kung ito yung input mo, no? Now, itong D1 at si D2 will be closed. Ito rin close. Ang katumbas niyan, para kang close circuit. No? Kasi dyan dadaan yung kuryente, no? Okay? So, gaganon yan. Okay, kaya mapapansin nyo, yung conduction nito, pag ito nag-close, ito mag-o-open. So, mawawala ka ng kuryente dito. Kaya ang daloy nun pag ganito na. Kaya ito na yung magiging load niya. Okay, now, dun sa second half, ang mangyayari, ito naman yung mag-o-open. Ito mag-o-open. Kapag open to, dito na ang kanyang daluyan kasi ito magko-close to. Okay, dahil ito yung open, so dito na pupunta yan. O pag ganun yan, no? Kumbaga sa pag ganun siya. So ngayon, therefore, makikita mo dito dahil ito yung open lang, ito yung ayun yung second output. And so on and so forth. So tandaan nyo, dito, si D1 and D2 closed. Pag may close, may kuryente. Si D3 and D4 naman, open. Pero dito naman sa case ito, si D1 and D2 are open, si D3 and D4 naman ay closed. So basically, doon nagkakaroon tayo ng rectification. No? Kaya yun ang nangyayari. No? That is how the conduction path happens. Now, in the full wave rectifier, bakit 1.4? 2.7 kasi yung gumagana. No? Kaya 0.7, 0.7, 1.4. So therefore, the BP, the secondary voltage is minus 1.4. No? Then similar with the center tap, twice of the BP over pi. And then the PIB is BP out plus 0.7. And still, this is the output waveform of a bridge type rectifier circuit. Okay, so let's say for example, in this case, draw the output voltage. Ito, alam naman natin na. Pwede nga nating igawa ng ano, ng siguro we can solve using the multi-sieve. 5 volts daw. Ito usually yung input. Let's say this is the 5 volts peak voltage. 5 BP, no? Yan yung ating input. So we can use our multi-sim directly para direkta na tayo nagkakabit. Okay, so let's say i-nyo ko lang ito, no? Okay, or i-ano ko lang, i-stop ko lang ito. Ikat ko lang ito. Then i-paste. So dun sa problem, ito ay forward bias along with RL. So ano yung magiging ano natin? So ano ko lang. Counterclockwise. Okay, so lalagay ko lang dito. So let's check ano magiging itsura ng output using the multi-sieve. Okay, so let's say ito ay 5 volt. Peak to peak voltage. Okay, so still wala namang sinabi ng frequency, so 100 yan. So i-play mo siya. Okay, ito na yun guys. So kung gusto nating ano, para mas auto set mo. Then we can arrange. Okay, yung channel 1, ayan no. Okay, ito yung channel 1 no. Yung channel 1 is yan yung 5 volt peak voltage lang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 no. 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 volts peak voltage to. No? 5 volts peak voltage. Now, mapapansin nyo, ito na yung kanyang output waveform. Di ba? So nakikita nyo dito. Yan yung output waveform. Okay? And that's how we draw itong problem na ito. Kaya kung ititingnan natin, physically, if we will solve at positive up, so meron ka ditong 5 volts. Ano ba yung 5 volts? Okay, so let's say ito yung 5 volts peak voltage. Okay, input. Tapos gumamit ka ng ng circuit na half wave. Yan ay meron kang 1 kilo ohm. Then this is the okay, no? Ito na yung load, no? At positive up, meron. Kasi positive forward. So magiging ayan, no? Yan yung magiging natin. Voltage drop. Pinaka no? Okay, now kung meron yung mababawasan, magiging 4.3 na lang if ever, no? Pero anyway, ito yung magiging kanyang ito yung V sub M. Okay, so tama yung ating conduction here. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, tama, 4.3. Bakit 4.3 guys? The reason is 5 minus 0.7. Assuming that the silicon is 0.7 volts. Okay, germanium, by the way, is 0.3 volts. So take note of that, no? Okay, so next. Okay, ito naman guys, no, determine daw the peak voltage, peak output voltage for the bridge type rectifier. Assuming the practical model, what PIB rating is required for the diodes? The transformer is specified for a 12 volt RMS. Discuss ko lang, no, pag sinabing 12 volt RMS, yan ay equivalent to BP over square root of 2. So therefore, to get for the BP, we need to multiply yung 12 times the square root of 2. So basically, if I will calculate using my calculator, kindly wait lang, no? Kunin ko lang aking calculator. Okay. Wala yung calculator ko. Yan. Ito. 12 times square root of 2. You can compute by yourself na lang, no? So we have 16.97 volts peak voltage. Ibig sabihin, ito yung makikita mo sa oscilloscope, no? Now, ito guys yung tinatawag natin na ano. Ito yung source AC, no? Ito fuse protection. Ito ay voltage at the primary. Ito yung voltage, peak voltage at the secondary. So ngayon, alam naman natin at positive up, ito lang yung magko-conduct. So therefore, ito yon. Now at the second up, ito mag-o-open to si D, kumbaga dito si D1 and D2 on at positive up pa. Tapos si D3 and D4 ay off. Ngayon baliktad naman at negative up. Si D3 and D4 naman ang on. Si D1 and D2 naman ang off. Okay. Pero tuloy-tuloy pa rin yan. Baka na-utilize natin yung alternate half. No? Pero dito sa case na to, sabi, uh, assuming the practical model, o pag practical model, no, meron tayong value nito, no? What PIB writing is required? Di ba alam natin pag PIB writing, hindi ako nagkakamali, twice of the BP, no? Minus ano, mamaya i-ano natin yan, no? Ikukunin natin. Okay, now, sabi, the transformer is specified to a 12 volt RMS for the standard 120 volt. So, paano yung gagawin natin? Kasi yung voltahe na kukuha natin sa primary, 120. Okay, ngayon, pero kung itutuloy natin to guys, ito yung ating solution. Okay, so, ito guys, tama tayo, 17 volts. Nakakuha na natin to. I-clear natin. Ito clear. Bakit naging 16 volt? Kasi nga, BRMS eh. So ito nga 17 volt. Ito yung voltage drop at the secondary. So ibig sabihin, kung ito yung transformer natin, okay, yung makukuha natin dito na voltahe na AC is 17 volt VP. Pero meron ka pa ditong voltage out. Kasi ito ay sa secondary. To determine the voltage out, kasi dadaan ka pa ng ano niyan, minus 1.4, i-minus ko yung dalawang 0.7. Kaya magiging 15.6 na lang. Nababawasan. Kaya mapapansin nyo, bakit ganon? Unang-una, 17 volt. Pero nung ano, lumiit. Tingnan nyo dito sa guys, to, lumiit to eh. O, ganito yung nangyayari. O, ba't lumiit to? Mas malaki. Kasi, doon sa 5 volt na yon kanina, Possible na nabawasan pa rin ng 0.7. Kaya naging 4.3 na lang, no? Something like that, no? Eh kung ayan, ano pa, mga 2 point something na lang, no? Yung makikita mo diyan, no? Okay, so anyway, yan yung yan yung konsepto. Kaya going back to here, okay, ito yung 15 points. Ngayon, PIB, alam naman natin yung BP out natin is 15.6, 16.3. Ito naman yung peak inverse voltage. Okay, so that is the solutions pagdating sa pag-analyze ng bridge type rectifier, no? Okay? And then yun nga, no? Okay, any question? Sige, i-stop ko muna yung aking recording.